Hello guys and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Okay guys, so this is a continuation of our cut together yoke and sleeve blouse. So you can see at the end of the day, you can see what I made. So I'm just going to show you guys how it looks so you can see. So this yoke and sleeve, it is together. So I've not fixed the zip yet. So you can see how it looks. So you can see the yoke and the sleeve is together, and mind you, the yoke, I did not join it at the shoulder, so everything is cut together. It's just a straight lace. I attached it to it. So I'm going to show you guys how to sew this. Okay, so in our previous video we actually did the cutting of this tutorial. It's a simple process, very simple, like seriously simple. Yes, if I say simple, those of you that have been following me. So this is at the front part. So it's just a normal bustier. So it's a tube, like an off shoulder. So I'm just going to stitch it down, and then this is the back piece also. So all of them, they're just like straight cut, straight stitch. Yeah, so this is it after the bustier. After I have joined it, that's the front. Just join the three panel. You know there is divided into three, so you can see it is standing well. So if you cut your bustier pattern properly, normally it will stand on its own, just with little or no much. You can see the little wording that I added inside, so it's still standing. Okay, so the next thing is a simple process. Like I said, you join your lining. So cut your lining the same way, and then at this point I'm just going to turn this with my lining. So I'll turn everywhere, and then just leave a little part on the side to turn it. So if you find this video helpful, place it on the like button, subscribe. So this is my yoke, so you can see what I'm doing. So the neckline, the edge of the neckline, I just followed it down straight. You can see on the yoke, this is the back and the front yoke. So I just extended that edge of the neckline. I extended it down straight and then cut that off because I don't need that part. And then that's my shoulder slope. I cut it off. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, this front and back yoke, I'm going to join them together, because you know we're not going to be joining our yoke, we're not going to stitch it together. So you can see, so you can see and see the way I place them. You understand? So you place them like that. Make sure the armhole, both of them, they align. The armhole, you see the dart lines. Make sure everything align, and then use your tape to tape this down. Okay. So after doing this, this is my yoke. So I'm just going to fold it like this. So in some cases, one might be longer than one, like the front might be longer than the back. So it's okay. So this one, from this side, you can decide to just give this a little bit of curve before you cut, before you transfer into your fabric. But mine, I decided to just leave it. Why? The essence of that curve is for the sleeve. That's where you are going to fold the sleeve from. Okay, so you can see my lace. So I cut out, you can see I've placed it. See my lace, you see it is not joined. I did not join it in that shoulder area. So you can see I just placed it, and then I'm going to place the yoke like this on it. Like you can, you see that's the back. You see the back is a little bit shorter, so I'll place it like this, and then I am just going to cut, making sure. So for this, the sleeve, just making sure I'm just going to leave like half of an inch. Okay, so at this point I just decided to spread it open like this. So you can cut it however you want it. So you can see that I am using, like, I just left like half of an inch on the part where we are going to use to stitch it. Okay, so this yoke actually is a net, but it's not stretchy. So if you are using a stretching yoke, a stretchy fabric for your yoke, you have to reduce it because it's going to stretch. Okay, so you can see this is one part of the yoke for one side, and then the other side. Okay, so after that, the next thing, I'm just trying to measure, take out my full body measurement to make sure that everything is okay before I turn with my lining. So I'm measuring the length of my blouse. You can see I place the back and the front, so I use about 24 inches there about for the length of my blouse. So you can see I'm just trying to curve this out, and then I'll cut it out just to give it final trim, because you need to trim it, okay, before you turn. So you know, initially I was showing you guys how to turn it. So that video was supposed to come after this one. That clip was supposed to come after this. So after this part, that's when you will now use your lining to turn the back and the front. That is, turn them, you understand. So you can see, so I've started turning it. So just like I explained earlier, I will sew the 4 parts like that, and then I'm just going to leave. So you see the neckline part, I'm joining everything. I'm not putting the yoke inside. I'm going to top stitch the yoke. The original picture on the thumbnail, you see that the yoke was top stitch, and then I'll open the side. Okay, can you see? You can see how neat my bustier is. You can see. So the next thing, I'll just go and iron this, so you can see it is standing beautifully well. So like I said, if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to register for my online classes, my classes are very detailed. You see my number scrolling on the screen somewhere, a part of this video. You see my number. Just send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I'll give you the details of the classes we have available. So at this point, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to measure the measurement. So you place your tape like this, you measure your bust, you measure your under bust. So under bust divide by 2, and then the down part, that's the hem, or your waist, divide by 2. For instance, if my waist is 34, you use 17. So you just mark all of them, join all of them, because this is like the final measurement. So that part is where I opened from. So I'll just take that, give it a top stitch down. After that, I'm going to place back and front together, and then I will use my measurement, my actual measurement. That's my actual measurement. So you see how beautiful this looks after joining and ironing it out. So you can see I've ironed out the piece. It looks really good and okay. So the next thing now is for us to fix the yoke, our yoke sleeve. Yes. So it is, like I said, it's a simple process. So this part now, just watch what I'm doing. So it depends on how wide you want your neckline to be. That is where this comes in. So you can see I'm using the dart leg. Can you see that point where I'm placing it? That's where my dart line is. So that's where I'm going to start stitching from. If I want my neckline to be closer, I'll bring it inside. You understand? That is, I will not take my hand outside. Can you see the way I'm pinning it? So you see I'm pinning my yoke. I'm just pinning it straight. So when I get to the edge of the armhole, can you see that point? I'm going to stop it there. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to take it like this, and then I'll turn it to the front, and then the same thing. So for the front part, from the chest, that's from the center, the middle part, I came in like 1 inch or 1.5 inch. So like I said, if you bring your hand, you see that point, if you bring your hand inside towards the center, the neckline will be small. If you open up to this edge, it will be wide. I hope you understand what I am trying to explain. Okay, can you see that place I placed it? So this part is a little bit after. That's my own is the front one is inside the dart. So if you place it on the dart line, the neckline will be wide if you want a wide neckline. So you can see I'm just placing it. Normally this yoke should be done on your client's body. Do you understand? The person that is wearing the dress should be available for fitting, and then you place this yoke. So you can use this yoke, this pattern, you can use it for corsets, you can use it for any of your patterns. So you can see, so you should drape it. That is, like, you should fix this yoke on your client's body. But because I'm teaching, so that is why I'm doing this. Maybe you don't have a client that is available. So you can see the edge. Can you see? So that part now, that edge, you can see I'm going to stitch that part. You can see, so just stitch that part close. So you use your armhole. Can you see the way I'm marking it? You use your armhole measurement. Depends on how wide, but if you don't want it to be too open, you just stitch that point. You will know what to do. You understand? When you get to this point, once you are able to get to this point, you will know what to do. You will know how to tighten your armhole. So the same thing, I'll take it to the other side. I'll do the same thing. Can you see that neckline? You see that part I was trying to tell you? If you move your hand to the side, it will become wider. So you see the way I'm placing the lace. So I'm just going to run it, so you will not even know because you can see this one now, I did not do a top stitch outside. So I placed it inside and then stitched it down. so when you turn it, you will not even see the lines, you understand. So like I said, if you find my video helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, okay? And then you can follow me on all of my social media platforms. You can register to become a member of Stylish Naija. You see a join button on the screen after our subscribe button. Hit on the bell also to get notifications. Okay, can you see? You see the way I'm placing it? Can you see? So like I said, I came in after the that, so you can see. So that part, you see, that's my sleeve now after joining the yoke. So that part, you can see I'm just going to stitch it. Can you see? So you don't need to stitch, you don't need to follow the line of your bodies, just that little part like that. So like I said, if you are doing this, you will know what to do. You just see everything will just fall into place for you. Can you see? So this was after I finished stitching it. Can you see? So I've joined. So just join the yoke. You just join it on that armpit area, like, can you see? So for my own, I'm not going to hem this sleeve. I want to trace it just like the original picture. Since it is a lace, so I'll just trace all the edges of the lace out, so it will just fall like fancy on the body. So can you see? So like I said, it's a simple process. So if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, okay? I would appreciate that. You guys should support my channel by subscribing. Comment, drop a comment for me. You can, if you find it helpful, you can just let me know, okay? So you can see. So that's almost all for the class. You can see it on my mannequin. You know, mannequins, they really don't do justice to dresses. So yes, so at this point, so you can see the back. You see what I said? The back on, I placed it at that line. Can you see? It came in after my dart line. So that's what I was trying to explain. So if you, that place where my hand is now, if you bring your yoke, if you put it there, it will make the neckline smaller. Can you see? So if I wanted it, yes, that part where I'm running my hands through, if I wanted it, the neckline to be wide, I will just open up to the right. So guys,